China has been working on infrastructure recently. Construction has started to assist certain underdeveloped nations in building roads and bridges both domestically and internationally. One Belt, One Road, a project of China, has expanded into European nations and has significantly boosted the economy of those nations. This is quite upsetting for many developing nations. Maldives, a nation in South Asia that is economically behind India, approached China to help them build a bridge over the Indian Ocean. But building this bridge is incredibly challenging, and when it is built, India has expressed worries about it. Consider India to be in danger from the bridge China is constructing in the Maldives. What on earth is it? And might the Maldives' economy be boosted by this Chinese-built bridge? An archipelago nation in the Indian Ocean is called the Maldives. There are more than 1192 coral reef islands in it. It has traditionally been known as a top tourist destination and boasts stunning landscape. Although having a large number of islands, the Maldives has a relatively limited amount of land, which makes its natural resources exceedingly precious. Due to the excessive number of islands, the Maldives must solely rely on tourism for economic growth. Only tiny boats are able to travel between islands, and inclement weather makes it extremely challenging to move supplies. The island's direct communication will be severed. Consequently, a cross bridge has to be built in order to improve connection between the Maldives Islands. The Maldives once made an independent attempt to see whether it could fill the space between the islands before constructing a sea road. The Maldives, however, has very little money for technology, and this notion only exists in people's mind since the waterways between the two islands are exceedingly convoluted, and the building difficulty is the first in the world. In order to urge nations with infrastructure to assist in building the cross bridge, the Maldives called for international bids. As soon as it became clear that the Maldives needed to construct bridges, the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, and other nations sent representatives to the country to perform field inspections. I had assumed this job would be quite straightforward. However, everyone else disagreed and pulled out of the competition due to the soft sand in the Maldives. It is challenging to strengthen the bridge. Also, it lies on the water, and building was exceedingly tough. So, no nation is willing to take this chance. Yet, after seeing it again in China, I believe I can give it a go. The bridge was given the moniker China-Maldives Friendship Bridge for just this reason. Try to create the foundation deeper if the Maldives seabed land is particularly flimsy to increase the stability of the bridge. China drove several 90-meter long and 1.5-meter thick steel bars directly into the seabed, plunged through tougher rock formations, then dove through security people to the bottom of the sea, and solidified on the soft, fine sand so that it can endure the wind and waves entirely. When the foundation is completed, building the bridge deck is quite straightforward. Yet it took 3 years for the bridge's construction to be finished for traffic to begin. Why does China enjoy pushing the envelope so much to accomplish this impossibly difficult infrastructure construction? In actuality, China's principal objective is not to push the boundary. The Maldives, however, are the northernmost tip of the Indian Ocean and the southernmost tip of all of Asia. Therefore, China intends to extend the strategic deployment of the Belt and Road to these islands. In addition to railways, the Maldives occupy a crucial place. One Belt, One Road is a contemporary maritime initiative in China. In addition, the Maldives are situated at the confluence of the South China Sea and the Indian Ocean, and Beijing aims to control the shipping lanes here. In this manner, marine transit is still possible even if the land railway cannot be moved. China thus had plans to construct a giant port in Malaysia not too long ago. The goal is to eliminate the Strait of Malacca's distinctiveness. China has constructed a megaport in Pakistan as well as Malaysia, and it has ambitions to connect Pakistan to Xinjiang through high-speed rail. This fantastic Belt and Road initiative may be accomplished since the Maldives also wishes to expand its own economy, thanks to China's infrastructural development. The relationship between China and the Maldives is quite positive, as evidenced by China's investment of $200 million to construct bridges that will link all of the Maldives Islands together. The remaining balance of the project was covered by $116 million in loans that were provided to the Maldives by China out of the total sponsorship amount of $200 million. As soon as its construction was completed, The bridge was officially christened the China-Maldives Friendship Bridge to reflect the reason for its naming. India, which is the most powerful nation in South Asia and is also the Maldives' neighbor, is becoming more anxious. India has made it clear to the leaders of East Asia that they are not to engage in any more activity behind its back. India is concerned that this may compromise its status as a leading actor in the South Asian region. This is owing to the fact that the development of the Maldives could not have occurred without India's assistance, as the Maldives are a very small nation. As a result, the Maldives might be compared to a vassal state of India throughout their entire history. After the epidemic began, the tourism industry experienced significant setbacks. Because of the considerable impact that the drop in tourist numbers has on the Maldives' economy, the country is no longer able to rely on tourism for its primary source of revenue. After realizing that the Maldives was on the verge of becoming bankrupt, India immediately extended a loan in the amount of $2.5 billion to the country. At the same time, India sent its largest cargo aircraft to the Maldives in order to deliver 31 tons of medical supplies, providing assistance to the Maldives so they can survive the epidemic. Because of the Maldives' prominence, India has expressed its fear that China may come to dominate South Asian politics and become the region's dominant power. The geographical location of the Maldives is another aspect that sets it apart from other places. The three continents of Europe, Asia, and Africa all bring their goods to trade here. Anything that passes through the Strait of Malacca will eventually end up in the Indian Ocean. One may make the case that whomever possesses complete command over the Indian Ocean also possesses complete control over its resources. India, like many other countries, has a growing interest in expanding its influence in the Indian Ocean. China has definitely gotten a head start in developing a robust strategy in the Indian Ocean rather early on. The previously stated megaports in Malaysia, as well as the superports in Pakistan, are a part of China's current aspirations for the rights to the Indian Ocean. As soon as the bridge in the Maldives is completed being constructed, China will get started on installing the railway tracks, which will pave the way for the ultimate construction of a megaport there. In this hypothetical situation, the hanging port in the Strait of Malacca, the Arabian Sea near Pakistan, and the megaport of the Maldives will come together to establish a maritime Silk Route. This route would have the potential to have a direct impact on the economy of all three countries. Tourism and marine freight transport are the two businesses that together offer the greatest expansion potential. The China-Maldives Friendship Bridge was constructed recently and now connects all of the islands, reducing the boat voyage that normally takes 40 minutes down to only 5 minutes, in addition to building bridges. Furthermore, in addition to that, China has offered the Maldives aid in the medical field. In addition, China built 2 Chinese medical service facilities in the Maldives so that it could provide the country's citizens with free medical treatment. Every day, China and the Maldives bring their relationship to a new level of intimacy. In order to restore the Maldives to its former glory, in addition, India proposed to contribute $500 million toward the building of a friendship bridge that would be larger and longer than the one already existing between China and the Maldives. India is prepared to pay any price so long as it does not suffer any damage to its reputation. Share your opinion in comments. Also, click on this video to watch about another shocking project.